Silvera, and this is my first fantasy novel, Infinity Sun, which takes place in an alternate New York where two brothers are sort of finding themselves in a conflict after one brother gets powers and the other one doesn't. So it's funny because I've been writing fantasy essentially my entire life. Like, I've been writing since I was 11, and that was all for like Harry Potter fan fiction, Charm fan fiction, Supernatural fan fiction. But I really love sort of, you know, being able to like pay homage to like my favorite series growing up, and that made me such a fantasy geek, while also creating my own universe and telling a bigger story than I've been able to tell with my previous contemporary novels. Character is always key for me when writing a book. So in fantasy, I did know that like it was going to be way more like high action and bigger plot and stuff like that, but I wanted to make sure that like character came first at the end of the day, and that was sort of representative of the way I studied shows like Charmed and Supernatural. You know, like Charmed is not a show about three witches, it's about three sisters who happen to be witches, and Supernatural is not a show about demon hunters, it's a show about two brothers who happen to be demon hunters. And I've always loved how those familial connections really just like continue to thrive in those respective TV series, and it's why we care so much about the characters. So all the flashy explosions and characters flying and chasing each other through the air is like cool and all, but like it's the siblings that we come back for. So I made sure that Emil and Brighton, the twins of this novel, you know, remained like the focus. So I was born and raised in New York in the South Bronx and lived in New York for pretty much my entire life. I recently moved to Los Angeles over a year ago, but I wrote this book here, and it was really fun reimagining New York and just sort of seeing what prejudices that we would have against magical people, how Instagram can be a little more fun now when you have magical powers, but also how like your gang wars become a little more dangerous when people can start like shooting electricity out of their hands. And yeah, it's been really fun sort of playing with New York. I miss Champ's Diner in Brooklyn, which is a vegan diner. It's delicious, and it's not mentioned by name, but the main character, Emil, he does talk about it, going to his favorite vegan diner on his birthday, and I was thinking about Champ's. And I saw this guy holding a copy of Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli, who's one of my best friends, and I was just like, yo, like, you gotta get that book, like, it's so good. And he was like, you're Adam Silvera, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, you wrote More Happy Than I love that book. I'm like, cool, sounds great. I was like, but buy that book, like, buy Simon. And he bought Simon and loved it, and then we connected again, and he joined like my book club or something, and now he's been one of my best friends. His name is Arvind Amadi. He's an author in his own right. He wrote Girl Gone Viral, Down and Across, and he has another book coming out this fall called How It All Blew Up, which is incredible, and it's my favorite book of his. And yeah, so I met one of my like best friends before he even published his first book here at the Strand.